WhiskyJason here, whiskey from the viewpoint of an American over here in Germany tasting rare and exotic whiskeys. Today I have the Laphroaig Càirdeas Fèis ìle 2020 port and wine cask bottling versus the 2021 Fèis ìle Càirdeas here from Cairdeas. So they both cost around 109 euros over here. All right. So, but we do have here 52% from 2020, and over here we have 58.9%. Ooh, more power. Now, they have also very different stories. Now, what we have here is Càirdeas means just friendship. All right, and these are just for the friends of Laphroaig. So Laphroaig actually has their own base here in Germany. So I can actually go to laphroaig.de and buy these bottles here without having all the hassle of actually having Brexit and all that, which is very, very good. So Càirdeas 2020 is a marriage of fully matured second fill ruby port barriques. Very interesting. All right, and ex-bourbon barrels finished in red wine casks. John Campbellton, who's no longer there, Campbell at the distillery. He used to be the distillery manager. In a live stream, as this was actually released, said that the bourbon barrels had been 5 years old and the finish in the red wine cask were 3 years. So how long the full maturation here was in the second fill ruby port barriques, we do not know. Now, let's just pour this in here so it has time to actually open up a little bit in the glass, which it could have had more. So I do like the color here. As I said, they're both about the same price, running around 109 euros. All right. So I did pay for the one a few euros less, but there was postage and handling involved, so it basically came out at the same price. Now the Càirdeas, I do have a video already online about this. And it says here, the Càirdeas Fèis ìle 2021 is triple matured. So the first maturation is in first fill American oak ex-bourbon barrels. Very nice. The second is in American oak ex-bourbon quarter casks. Someone said, Jason, Knob Creek had quarter casks. They're using all those in Scotland. I'm not really sure if there were enough Knob Creek quarter casks to actually do these because it's been around a while. All right, so who knows? And finally finished in European oak, hogsheads that originally contained PX sherry, Cairdeas. And Cairdeas is basically syrup. It's like a maple syrup consistency, but just made from grapes. And it's very sweet, and it's very thick, and it's very delicious. And usually a Cairdeas finish can actually just cover up all the sins that the bottle had before. Anything that was wrong, all the faults and so on, but I have the personal feeling that this actually was done almost to perfection. The Laphroaig is there in harmony together with the Cairdeas. All right, now this, on the other hand, I'm not sure about the harmony. Now, in the nose, I do get a nice nose. I like the sweetness of the cranberries, of the cherry. It's like wick cherry chopped cough drops, wild cherry. Interesting. I don't know. Maybe I forgot to mention the Whiskybase numbers. 176213 over here with the ruby and port casks, 52%. And over here, the 2021 is 184257. 32,000 bottles, at least of the 700 milliliters. And this is more expensive in the secondary market in Germany, at least, or Europe, than this is. So which I think that's a little bit interesting and weird. Now, my first question of the day is, what other bottlings do you know of that actually have the port and the red wine together? I don't know many. I'm trying to really think. I know port and sherry together, but port and red wine, that's an interesting thing. Now, on the nose, it works. Now, on the palate, cheers. I'm not really sure. I kind of have the feeling that somebody's putting a square peg in a round hole. It's almost if the Laphroaig peatiness, which is not the bad part, is fighting with the finish here a little bit. It's not the harmony. This was harmonious. I was just like, oh, wow. This is kind of like a little bit of battle going on here. It's not a bad whiskey, but it's just not one of those wow whiskeys, in my opinion. Now, if I do dilute it down, and this is the thing that I don't understand as well, I don't understand a lot in whiskey, and still 52%. If this was cask strength, it should have been higher. Yeah, this, for example, 58.9%. Often with cask strength, we have a little bit of a weird number, 0.5, 0.3, 0.8, and so on. This is solid 52%. I'm assuming, I'm going to make an ass of me and you, that this actually was diluted down because there's like, oh, we can't put this out at 58%. This is not great. Well, take it down. Okay, 48 is best. Oh, 52 is okay. We're going to put for 52 then. And if you dilute it down to 48, it turns into something very, very nice. In the nose, it's still nice. You have that little bit of rich cherry moment with a little bit of a light chocolate in there. Not bad. Mm. Mm. But in the palate, at around 48%, it clicks, for me at least. You still have a little bit of the alcohol strength in the back. You do have the nice Laphroaig moment going on, a little bit of seaweed, a little bit of that yolk and the jote and so on. Iodine. Jote is the German word, I'm sorry. So, aromas of dark chocolate, okay, and menthol with pink peppercorns. Did not get that. So, toasted peaches. I've never had toasted peaches. Have you? Hmm. Charred marshmallows and a hint of plum jam. Wow, that's much better than my tasting notes. All intertwined with Laphroaig's iodine-rich peat smoke, resulting in a combination of honey sweet taste and Laphroaig's signature medicinal smoke flavors. Yes, at 48% with water, but no, not at 52. My personal opinion. Now, with water, I'm going to give this actually a C plus. I'm going to give it a value for money of a solid C. This is something where it's like, hey, if you're a Laphroaig fan and you can find a Cairdeas, do it. They've been out there since 2008. If you can find some old ones, do it at a reasonable price. All right. So what is a reasonable price? Anything around 100 to 110 euros is a very reasonable price. They're going online now for 150, 160, and so on. So not this one. This one's 160. The average price at the moment for this also 160. So you can find it for 120 at the cheapest in the secondary market and Europe. And here you can find these for about 130 online. I like this much better. I just think the Pedro Jimenez, the PX, just wonderfully complements the Laphroaig moment here. Very, very nice whiskey with a very, very great finish. John Campbell is gone, so let's see who's going to do that, because at the very top it says, each year our distillery manager, John Campbell, crafts a limited edition malt to celebrate the Friends of Laphroaig and friendship. And here it says, each year our distillery manager, John Campbell, crafts a limited edition malt to celebrate the Friends of Laphroaig and friendship. Cairdeas, yep, in Gaelic. And yeah, so from that point of view, we're going to miss you. Mm. Mm. The thickness, the viscosity of the Pedro Jimenez at the beginning, with towards the end a wonderful transition over to the Laphroaig moment at a high strength of 58.9%. That's very drinkable. Very dangerously drinkable. I like this better. I like this with water. I like this much better. All right, WhiskyJason here. I don't hate Laphroaig. Look at that. I do like Cairdeas. And I do like the 2021 version much better than I do the 2020. A little bit of water turns into something nice. If anyone has any information, was the 2020 version reduced in alcohol strength? Was water added, or is it cask strength? Nothing on the label. No mention of non-chill filtered, no mention of natural color, no mention of cask strength. Good job, Ben. Good job, Beam Suntory, of not giving us the transparency we want. All the best. Thank you very much. WhiskyJason here. See you soon. Bye-bye.